So a lot of people asked me how I did these tilt shift shots, and I did a write-up for it, but reading's not fun, so I figured I'd just do a video for it. It's pretty damn simple. I'm going to do it as if it's vanilla or on consoles, so it's more accessible that way. You don't really need mods for this shit. The only one I do have, it just removes like the camera distance limiter, I guess it's called. I'll put it in the link in the description if you want to fuck with it. I love it. It makes it easy, especially if you're trying to record tilt shift with yourself running through that shot, which is nice, but it's not necessary. So first you just want to get high up. I have like super jump cheat turned on. That shit's on consoles. You can do that anywhere. Or you can be in a helicopter. There's enough wiggle room in a helicopter where you could record this shit. As long as you're not moving too much, the camera should be within range. Once you have that recorded, just save it and hop into the editor. You don't need a lot, maybe like 30 seconds, 20 seconds. One thing to take into consideration is that it gets played back at double speed. So if it's a 30-second clip, it's going to be 15 seconds after we're done with it. Next up is camera. The rule I use for these mostly is that set it up at a 45-degree angle, both horizontally and vertically. So you're looking down at 45 degrees and horizontally at 45 degrees, so you don't want to be squared up with anything. Set it up like an isometric type shot, if that makes sense. And it's worth noting that it's not set in stone. You can do it other ways. You can experiment with it. Something to mention with zoom is that we're going to want to do it at about 2.5 times zoom. That's about where I do it. I wouldn't go too much lower than that because then it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't look quite right. You can also do more. I've gone up to like 4 times zoom. Just mess with it. Like there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just kind of fuck around with it and see what looks right. Go into depth of field, set the intensity to 100%, custom, set it to manual distance, and just fuck with it. Usually about 100 meters is about what you're going to get. So we're going to export that, save it. I'm not sure where it shows up on Mac, but for PC, you just go to start, type %app data %, dip out to app data local. Scroll down, you should have like a Rockstar Games GTA 5 videos rendered, and it should be the first one there. Drop it in. I'm using Sony Vegas. You could do the same with Premiere, I assume. This is just what I used. So you just want to disable resample. That's important. It'll look like ass if you don't. Playback speed to 2 times and undersample rate to 0.3. I think that's what I have for this video. That shit changes. I've had other ones running at like 1.5 times speed, and in relation to that, then it's going to be a higher undersample rate. At the end, you want it to be around 20-22 frames. Other than that, kind of just play with it. You know, there's a lot you can do with this stuff just by experimenting. I hope this is clearer than the write-up I did. I'm pretty shit at writing, so this should be clearer. If not, sorry. I feel like I did a pretty simple job of explaining this. If not, you know, I guess I'm just that bad. Yeah, that's it.